All right. Well, good morning. It'd be interesting to see how many people show up on my relatively unknown YouTube channel on my very first live stream, which was completely unannounced. But that's all right. Okay. Because what we're going to do today is we're going to let people know that this exists. Okay. And So I'm gonna welcome everybody aboard, and you're more than welcome to start entering into the chat and talking into the chat, asking questions or making some statements. All right. Um, so, I this is my YouTube channel. I think it's been mostly unused for the most part. I've only uploaded a very small amount of videos on here, but due to the supposed coming ban of TikTok, I'm going to start moving over to YouTube and start doing my morning lives on YouTube. Okay, so I am gonna go live on TikTok. That's what I'm doing currently. But I'm going to be telling people that in the case that TikTok gets banned, um, we're going to be doing everything here on YouTube. Okay. And what I'll do is I'm going to set up a little integration system. So that way, good morning. That way, I can actually have people come on and talk on this platform right here on YouTube. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay. And I'm here. And can I share this? Am I able to share the live? Oh, yes, I can. Look at that. Share. All right, cool. So, good morning. Good morning. By the way, we're moving over. I'm gonna be on YouTube also. So, what I'm gonna do is in the future, I'm gonna set up a link like a link for people to join in, and probably going to be on like Jitsy or something. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll have Jitsy running into YouTube, and then we'll just have the whole morning lives on Jitsy via YouTube or on YouTube via Jitsy. I think we might do it that way, just to make things a lot. But in case TikTok gets shut down because we won't be able to do lives here anymore. And the reason why I don't want to do it on Telegram is because the things I like to do on Telegram are a little bit more private. Okay, and we don't want to. There's certain things we don't want to talk about in a public forum on Telegram because that stuff comes up, right? So here's what we're going to do, though. What we're going to do today is just get some people to show up, join in on the YouTube channel. All right, I just shared it in my Telegram channel. All right, but you guys are more than welcome to come and join me over here on YouTube. By the way, my YouTube channel, yeah, link to my Telegram. Yeah, I'm gonna get you the link. I'm gonna have the link for Telegram in YouTube. So, how do I find you on Telegram? Go over to YouTube. I'm gonna drop everything. I can do it on my computer. I can't really do it on my phone, but I'm gonna be sharing the links for Telegram on my on YouTube. All right, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. And there is the Telegram link. And Telegram is a little bit more private, so I do like that better. There's the Telegram link, and I think I can actually pin that message too. So now it's pinned. So you're going to see the pinned message on YouTube is the Telegram link. All right, so you guys can go join there. We'll do more Telegram stuff on there. By the way, Telegram is also where I keep all my documents. Okay. Hey, what's happening? Oh, thank you. So yes, guys, welcome on here on TikTok. But I would, just in case, guys, just in case TikTok does actually get banned and shut down in US of A, what I want you guys to do is come join me over on YouTube. The YouTube channel is just my name. Joe Lustica. All right. And just go on there and you'll find me pretty easily. I'm live right now. So that's how you'll know it's the real me. I don't know if there's like uh, fake scammer channels of me on YouTube. All right. So if there are scammer channels of me on YouTube, then they're the ones that are not live right now. Okay. So, all right. Well, let's get started here. Let's talk about some things. Um, First of all, what would you guys like to talk about this morning? Yeah, actually move my phone over here so that way I got everybody in shot eyesight. All right, so what are we going to talk about today, people? Do. You know what I could do? You guys realize I have books, right? Because right now I won't be able to show much on the screen, but I can pull out books and read things to you from books. All right, some very interesting stuff. Because I do have a lot of books. Let's see what I have over here. No. What's this? Oh, I forgot I bought another sketchbook. I buy sketchbooks. All right. I don't really draw very well, but I buy sketchbooks. And then what I do in there is I work out processes, flow charts, processes. I write out definitions. I piece things together in some of these sketchbooks, right? Because there's no lines in these books, right? It kind of it leaves it open for you to add more stuff in there. You're not restricted by the lines. Okay. How do I start a lawsuit after getting a case dropped? Okay, that's a good question. So first thing you want to do is you need to ascertain what rights of yours were violated. Okay, make a list of them. Start writing out like what happened and what created the violation of rights. Okay, and then what you do is you go open up a civil case in federal court. Do it in federal court because the state will be like, well, you need our permission in order to sue us. Yeah, fuck that. That's some bullshit, if you ask me. The state should not have a say in whether or not you bring a lawsuit against them, but they always say that. So just bring it to federal, all right? Because the state will not let you sue the state, okay? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It's just ridiculous, all right? But the state will bring civil charges against a man and then try their own case and then tell you that, oh, no, it's criminal, so it's okay, when it's really civil. One of the biggest problems today is the fact that all the motor vehicle charges are considered criminal, but by nature they're civil. Okay, so they're really civil because there's no injured party. There is no, I mean, if you've harmed somebody, then it becomes a real crime. But they're talking about like not using a blinker and they call that criminal. Like it's just ridiculous. Like, let's be real here. That's all civil. But because the state can't bring civil charges against a man without a contract, right? And because they can't try their own case, they have to call it criminal in order to actually be able to execute um, court cases against people for traffic violations. All right, so that's why they do it, because otherwise it would all be deemed a fraudulent case. So they say, well, it's criminal. It's criminal. And now because it's criminal, we're not invested in this. You committed a crime with your car and you changed lanes without using a blinker. You dangerous criminal. That's what they're doing. Good morning. Any reason to put property in a trust versus a PMA? Well, you put the property into a trust, or you could put into a PMA, either one. You just decide what you want to do with it. Now, putting it into a PMA is an interesting thing because the state has no jurisdiction over a PMA. They can't even look at it, right? Like they just can't see it. A trust, they could try to claim control over a trust, but it's going to take a whole court order, and they're going to have to show that the trust harms somebody in some way, shape, or form. So it becomes really hard. If endorsing a payment coupon would work to kill off child support arrears. Why don't you just do a promissory note for your child support? That would be my suggestion. Do a promissory note. That probably would be better than using the coupon. The coupon technically should work. Coupons should always work because coupons are literally evidence of a bond, which means that someone's making money. And those are positive value, which means that they are the payment. They're a debt instrument. I took my car to get it repaired. Company told me I would have my car about a week. 1 month later, I get my car back. There's a run in the paint, an extra 2,000 miles. Absolutely go after that owner. You better sue that guy and sue the crap out of him. All right. If that guy did that to you, how many other people do you think he pulled crap on? Okay. Sue the guy. Sue him. As long as you got evidence of that you brought it in at that mileage, and now you got it back with 2,000 miles on it. He owes you for that. He owes you for the 3 weeks extra for not having your car also. Okay. So he has to pay you for those 3 weeks that you lost, that you didn't have your car. He has to pay you for each mile that he took that car outside of any repair mileage that is needed, right? Because sometimes when they do repairs, they have to go drive the car around, make sure it's working right. But 2,000 miles is freaking excessive as hell. You don't need 2,000 miles to figure out if a car is running okay. 2,000 miles? What the guy do? Drive from freaking New York to California? It's crazy. That's a lot. Through administrative process. Okay. No, just take them right to court, man. Take them to federal court. All right. Just don't even bother with administrative process. You can send them bills, let them laugh at it, and just sue them. All right. Sell the debt to a debt collector too, but fuck, sue that guy, man. That's bad. Joe, I got you, or at least I think it's you on Telegram. Is that you sending? That is not me sending XRP. Listen, people, I'm going to say this again. Please, please hear me. Hear me. I do not ever, ever, ever sell or endorse or support crypto, XRP, or any of that stuff. No foreign exchange. I don't mess around with any of this digital stuff, digital currencies at all. Okay. I buy gold and silver. I am a gold and silver guy. If there's someone sending XRP or telling you to buy it and saying that it's me, it is not me. I've made videos on this. All right. You got to email me, man. Just email me. All right. My email is public information. Everyone's got it. So just email me. I do not do XRP. I do not do crypto. I don't do any of that stuff. I think you're going to have to decide what's right for your grandson, because saying that he shouldn't get a driver's license, you might be setting him up for having a really difficult time with the police, okay, and with the courts. Is he able to handle himself in a courtroom against an irate judge, okay? Is he ready to handle himself with cops who are going to be trained to think that he's a domestic terrorist because he doesn't have a driver's license? And this is how fucked up it is right now, okay? They train the cops to think that you're a domestic terrorist because you don't have a driver's license. Oh, you don't have a driver's license? Oh, you must be a sovereign citizen. Those guys are domestic terrorists. You are a domestic terrorist. That means you're an enemy of the state. What? Because I don't want a driver's license? I don't need to have a contract with the state if I don't want to, right? So, yeah, but he needs to be, you have to make sure that he knows how to handle himself, because the second he gets pulled over and he don't have a driver's license, they're going to yank him out of the car, and they're going to the cops are going to treat him like shit, okay? Just being real, okay? They're going to treat him like shit, though. They will try everything to make his life miserable. And they'll be like, we're doing this for your benefit, dude. You're young and you need to learn better. And one day you'll learn. You'll be thanking us for doing this to you one day. They'll say shit like that. They've done that shit to me. I got arrested, and then the cops turned around and turned to me and they go, you're lucky you got this cop who was able to spot that you were breaking the law. And I go, I wasn't breaking the law. I didn't really get into that with him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm real lucky because now I'm sitting in a fucking jail cell. How does that make me lucky? Do you see the psychosis? That's psychosis, to take someone's freedom away, right? Based off of a whim that maybe there was a crime being committed, lock him in jail, and then tell him that it was good for him. right? That's sick. Hey, how's it going? So that's sick. All right. By the way, everyone on TikTok, I am on YouTube on my YouTube channel, which is called Joe Lustica. All right. I will show you what it looks like. Yeah. But so I would say come in and join. Um, I like how I type in my name and all these other videos come up of other people, and not me. Go figure. Okay. Good morning. Okay, there it is. All right. So yeah, this is me here. All right. And it sees that it's live. So it's live. Oh, well, you can't see. Oops. But yeah, there it is. All right. So that's me right now. That's my YouTube channel. It's weird to say YouTube channel. All right. So come on, join me on there. I think we're gonna, in case TikTok gets banned, we're gonna move over to there. Okay. All right. So yeah. You know what? I'll put my email address in here as well. I kind of like this YouTube thing because I can actually type stuff in here. But there's my email. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you if you if you email me and you send me like like a 6-page essay, I'm not gonna read it. You have to realize that I get like over 100 emails every day. Okay. And if it's like, if I click on it and it's like all this stuff, I'm just not going to read it. And don't take offense. It's just that I'm trying to read every email because my email is like 99% capacity. And every couple of days, I have to go through my email and start deleting like hundreds of emails because I'm trying to save people's emails for later on. But sometimes I just have to delete stuff because it's just too much stuff. All right. In there, and I'm trying to reduce the memory down so that way it keeps working because I don't want to pay for the email. I just don't want to pay for it. Like I've never paid for an email address. I don't want to start doing that. I already pay for Zoom. I have like a full Zoom thing, so I don't want to pay for that. Um, I don't want to pay for what else? I'm paying for Mega, which is a an online file sharing thing. So I'm paying for that, and I mean, I'm paying for all these other things, so I'm not interested in spending any more money. I'm good. How are you doing? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Metallica, one of my favorite bands. I had a lot of people tell me don't do this, and I'm like, I will do whatever I want. Like if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to. But to me, it doesn't symbolize this other stuff that um, people talk about. Cash App. All right, I'll share that in here too. That's all right. Let's do. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see. All right, guys, here is my. I am not live on Telegram right now, but yes, I am on Telegram. My Telegram link is pinned to the top. Okay, so if you're looking for Telegram, it's pinned to the top. Okay, that's my Telegram group. I do not have another Telegram group, just that one. Okay, and then Cash App and Venmo. I just linked those two in there as well. Okay. All right. So, well, thank you. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the donations. So, um, but yeah, as far as like your grandson getting a driver's license, it might be better that he just does it to keep the peace. Okay. But my suggestion is, like people ask me this a lot, like, oh, my kid, I don't want them to get a license. Like, it might be easier if you just let them get the license, but have them sign it non-assumpsit without recourse or without prejudice, right? Non-assumpsit without prejudice. And what that does is it says that you don't promise to perform on the contract and that you're reserving all your rights. Now, the DMV sometimes will tell you you can't sign like that, and then you just got to rebut it. You go, I can't sign like that. They're like, no, you can't. Like, oh, how much am I paying you to be my attorney? I go, I'm not your attorney. Oh, you're not? Oh, well, then I guess I'm not going to take legal advice from you. Are you offering me legal advice? Do you have are you a licensed attorney? They're going to say, no, not. Oh. Okay, that's just a policy. Okay, is that policy? It sounds like that policy is actually violating my constitutionally protected rights. You go, well, that's just how things are. Oh, okay. I'm not going to go with that. So write me a letter telling me that I have to sign the way tell me how I have to sign my name and put it down on paper somewhere and sign it under penalty of perjury. And I'm going to write to the Secretary of State and get your ass in fucking trouble, because you can't tell me how I can and can't sign my name on any contract. You can't tell me how I have to sign on a contract. All right. And if you're going to go and sign for me, well, guess what? That's fraud. Okay. You can't do that either. So, those are things you got to say to these people when they start doing that stuff. But just know that they'll just refuse you a license, but you have to. It's discrimination. That's right. And then, you can sue them in federal court for discrimination. Okay. They can't do that. These companies and their company. All right. Let's not play stupid here. The DMV is a freaking private company. Okay. They're all private companies. So, it's like, don't let these people run your life. They've been running our lives. You sign it non-assumpsit without prejudice. That's what you do. Non-assumpsit without prejudice. All right. And if they tell you that you can't sign like that, then you tell them, please write an affidavit citing your legal, lawful reason for refusing my signature the way I signed it. I need to see something in writing, right? Backed by an authority, backed by legislation from Congress that says that I can't sign like that. And if you're using a private policy in order to get me to waive my rights, well, guess what? Then you lose your right as a governing authority. Because since the construction of every city, every town, every county, every state is based upon the fact that they will uphold and protect the Constitution, the second they want to start violating your rights means that they're waiving their right to even be a county, a city, a town, or a state in the first place. So then that means they lost it. So if they're going to lose it because they want to infringe on your rights, then they don't have any rights either. Okay. And it works like that because all men are created equal. And if everyone is equal, how could the state have more rights than you? Okay. Look at your state. Someone give me a state. Give me a state. Yeah, I've already brought that up. But yeah, ask if they're giving you legal advice here. All right, Minnesota. Let's do Minnesota. How do I get you guys on YouTube to see this? I don't know how to do it on YouTube, but I'm going to do it. Minnesota. Don't worry, in the future, because today's the first one, YouTube, I can't show you, but in the future, I will be able to show you guys, all right? I promise. We're going to go Constitution, Minnesota Constitution. Okay. And here's what we're going to do. So, yeah, that's the writ of quo warranto. Like, what authority do you have to violate the Constitution provisions and remain a fucking city? All right, so we're going to look at the Bill of Rights, the Constitution for the state of Minnesota. Okay, and Section 1, object of government. Okay, and it says government is instituted for the security, benefit, and protection of the people, in whom all political power is inherent together with the right to alter, modify, or reform government wherever required by the public good. So what are they telling you in Section 1? That government is instituted for your security, your benefit, and your protection. And that you have all the political power, all right, with the right to alter, modify, or reform the government, okay? So they're telling you right there that without you, they have no authority. So how in the world do they have the authority to tell you how to sign a piece of paper when you are the one giving them the power in the first place? If you can give them the power, you can take it away. And this is the big falsehood within America, is that people think that the government is this fucking super authority, and that we don't have it, and we have to listen to everything they say. And my uncle said that shit to me when my mother passed away. You know, he goes, they went, oh, the court said you had to come in, and you're going to have to come in and sign all this paperwork and stuff like that. And I said, I'm not going to do that. They showed me the paperwork. I looked at it. I said, this is me renouncing my rights to being the executor of my mother's estate. I said, I'm not doing that. My uncle said, that's what the court said you have to do. I said, I don't have to do shit. And he goes, no. Listen, when you're dealing with the government now, and when the government says to do something, you do it. I said, I'm not doing a fucking thing that they say. Fuck them and fuck you. That's what I said. And they, my whole family got pissed off at me because they wanted me to waive my rights to being the executor of my mother's estate, because they wanted to rob my mother's estate. I said, I'm not playing that game with you guys. Like, you guys think I'm like, I remember my uncle calls me up and he's telling me this stuff. I go, how stupid do you think I am? Do you actually think I'm stupid? Like, you guys think I'm dumb. Like, I'm like, there is no 40-year-old man out there, right, that is going to hear this and think to himself, yeah, I'll just waive my rights, right? They're going to go, whoa, hold on a second. And now I said, on top of that, like, you're dealing with me. I don't give a fuck what the government says for me to do, right? I mean, that's not a secret to you guys, right? But I'm like, no, don't play that game with me. Like, you guys, you're going down a path that you're not going to recover from with me, because you're going to tell me that I have to listen to a court. I wrote a letter to the court and they agreed with me. Right? I was like, see, that what my family was trying to do was scam me into giving up my rights as executor by thinking that I was stupid and that I would just sign this paperwork because I'm supposed to by the government, not realizing that I'm not a fucking idiot. Okay. And that's the kind of stuff. See, a lot of people get screwed over because they don't know. Okay. And that's one of the things that we're trying to fix here, is that check out Article 15, Section 1 of Minnesota. Okay. Article 15 of you mean Section 15 of Article 1? I think that's what you mean. Section 15. All lands within the state are allodial, and feudal tenures of every description with all their incidents are prohibited. Yeah, no, I knew that. I'm helping my friend who lives in Minnesota. He has like a 60-acre piece of land. We're doing the allodial title, all right, on his property. So yeah, we're using the Minnesota Constitution to do that. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out, though. So that anyone else, if you're in Minnesota, there is no feudal tenures. Okay, we are living in a feudal system, which is why you have to pay property tax, because you don't own the land. But Minnesota actually recognizes only allodial property owning. Okay, so that means that everything else is fraud. Okay, and you can challenge them in their courts. They have to uphold their state constitution. Otherwise, guess what? They forfeit their fucking right as a city, county, or state. Because why? Because they're violating their own state's constitution. Endorsing a mortgage note. You can, if you endorse a mortgage, you just sign it without recourse. Just sign your name and put without recourse. Pay to the order of, bank name, buy, sign it without recourse. Bloop. Done. There you go. That's easy. That's an easy one. Good luck getting the bank to keep it, though, because they'll tell you they won't take it. They know exactly what that means because they do it every day. We're not a piece of paper. I never said we were. I don't know. They have to comply, or else direct violation of their oaths. Yeah. And see, one of the things is that we do have to learn how to fight these guys because they do a lot of nasty stuff, and you have to. Um, you have to know how to fight these guys in the right way. Um, Wisconsin, we could look at the Wisconsin Constitution too. Why not? Let's look at that. Wisconsin Constitution. Wow. Try saying that 5 times real fast. Wisconsin Constitution, Wisconsin Constitution, Wisconsin Constitution. All right. Any singers out there? Got a new tongue twister for you. Wisconsin Constitution, Wisconsin Constitution. The topic's whatever you want it to be. We could talk about anything. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Wisconsin has an allodial clause as well. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it says it right here. Feudal tenures, leases, alienation. It says all lands within the state are declared to be allodial, and feudal tenures are prohibited. There you go. Wisconsin has the same thing. Leases and grants of agricultural land for a longer term than 15 years in which rents or services of any kind shall be reserved, and all fines and like restraints upon alienation reserved in any grant of land hereafter made are declared to be void. Boop. Nice, Wisconsin. That's a good one. So we got a Virginia. In Virginia Constitution. All right. Bill of Rights. Let's see. It's either feudal tenures. I don't see it in here. Government instituted for common benefit. People, the source of power. All right, check this out. In Virginia, it says all power is vested in and consequently derived from the people. That magistrates are their trustees and servants, and at all times amenable to them. It's like that. I mean, the allodial thing is not in all states. Okay, like it wouldn't. It's not. It probably wouldn't be in Virginia because Virginia is one of the original 13 colonies, and I don't think any of the original 13 colonies can't do allodial titles, but all the other ones could, except for minus any of those like really shitty states like probably like California, Alabama. But let's see. Pennsylvania. There's not going to be allodial stuff in any of the original 13 colonies. As far as I would say, because there's a couple reasons. One is that the land is technically allodial in the first place because when King George let go of the United States, he gave the colonies to the people. So the people always own the land, right? All right. So the people own the land in the 13 colonies. The other ones, the rest of the land was given to the United States. And can you come here? No, I'm not going to go see Nelly. Come on, man. Nice try, though. I'll tell you what, people. We could go through all of these, but there's 50 states. I don't think we're going to do them all. But definitely check out your state's constitution because your state's constitution is going to it's going to reflect like what rights you have within the state. And the state constitution is a powerful document to stand on when you're in state court. Okay. You can use that also to incorporate the federal constitution because in there it usually tells you that they have to uphold both the state and federal constitutions. So look around for that, all right, and see what's going on there. But yeah, let's see. Courts be open. Suits against the Commonwealth. Obtained or limited. Right to petition. Right to bear arms. TikTok. Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe this whole TikTok ban will get TikTok to straighten their ass out and stop banning, things like the word gun, right? Stupid shit. Like, I don't give a fuck if I say that word. Like, god damn, such a bunch of crybabies. So delicate, like what happened to this world when everyone's so delicate? Oh, don't say that. Oh, don't say those words either. Like, those words aren't even like upsetting words. And they're like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Right? Just psycho. Democrats, nothing but freaks, fraud, and psychotics. Well, like, man, what happened to, I remember when, like, I'm thinking, I'm reevaluating my childhood now, because I remember I was getting bullied when I was a little kid, and I was like, I hate the bullies. Oh, the bullies so mean. And I look back on it and go, I think it was kind of a good thing that the bullies bullied me, because it toughened me up. So, cheers to all the bullies out there that gave you some thick skin, so that when someone calls you a stupid name later on, you go, all right. And people do it right here on TikTok. They start calling me nasty stuff in the comments. I go, thank you. I don't care. But nowadays, like, look, the problem with bullying, I think, was more so. Look, I do it with my son. I sit there and call him names. He calls me names. It's a joke. So think about it. When he's like 25 years old and someone calls him like a shit face or something, or like a dickhead, he'll go, okay. Like, he ain't gonna care. Like, yeah, my dad calls me that too. Who cares? Like, whatever. It's not going to mean anything to him, right? Oh, you called me a name. Oh no, you gave me a label. That's your own invention. Oh no, I don't care, right? Like, I don't care what people think. I think Ben could tell you that. Ben, you still here? Are you listening to Nelly now? He's got Nelly. He's blasting Nelly in the background. Oh, so what else can we talk about? Right, would be the same person that. Oh yeah, absolutely. There we go. Come on up, Ben. I'm gonna leave my speaker on. I'm gonna break my own rule and put the speaker on, so that way you can be heard on YouTube. If you come up, if you don't come up, then fine. All right, so where else can we go with this today? By the way, just in the meantime, guys, I don't know who knows about this, but I did start a I did start a trust membership. Okay, so in my trust community, what we do is we go into a deep dive into learning about trust law, how to create trust, how to contract through trust, how to protect assets through trust, how to create generational wealth through trusts. Okay. We're going to also learn about tort claims. Yeah, thank you. So yes, we'll also be learning how to use the trust in order to create lawsuits and tort claims against others. Okay. So yes, I do have that. I am doing that. That's all private. So it's a totally private membership. And once you're in there, everything that we talk about within there, it stays inside that community. And it's preserved. Okay. So the processes that we're going to do in there are going to be preserved. Okay. And that's an important element to what we're doing. If you guys notice, what happens on, all right, there we go. All right. We hit 100. That's amazing. So, but here's what happens. Okay. Like, there's a lot of guys sharing processes out there, and, some of those processes are just, no. Some processes are valid, but they're not getting honored. And it's because they're going onto public forums like YouTube and TikTok and sharing them. And, like, look, if you're trying to be in the private, right, and you're talking in a public forum about something that's private, well, yes, there's that too. They are sharing wrong stuff, but they're also some of the processes are valid and they're being shared publicly and they won't get honored anymore. Like, I saw there's one process, so I'm not going to mention it, but there is one process that is valid, that does work, but it's being shared all over TikTok right now and YouTube. And because of that, and not only is the process being shared, but other people are talking about the process, and they're doing alterations to it, right, when they're talking about it, because they don't really comprehend it themselves. Now, this is an important thing. Okay, I'm going to talk about this word duplication. Duplication is to make an exact copy of something. Okay, when you're learning information from someone who can do something, and they actually have a perfected process, you have to duplicate the process. You don't alter it. I see people just can't help themselves to put to all. Well, I'm not going to do it the way he's doing it because I like it this way better. Well, your way's wrong, right? I mean, maybe it's not, but most of the time, once you alter a process, it doesn't work because you change something in it that makes it work. It functions a certain way for a certain reason. All right. And people like to change things up. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do this. Remember whoever was watching Breaking Bad, right? And Jesse Pinkman was adding like chili into his little mix, right? It was like, and then Walter White's like, dude, that's a joke. You can't do that, right? He's altering a process, but he's making it his own, man. And people think it's the bomb. But it was shit. And I mean, like junkies don't care, but I mean, I know I'm using Breaking Bad as an example. Yeah, some services can't be afforded right now. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, this is a good point. I had a friend call me up and he's like bitching and complaining about, how the economy sucks. There's no money. And I said, yeah, I know it's really hard. And he's like, oh, we're just trying to do a process that works. And I go, yeah, well, I said, I gave you like 3 processes that I came up with that work, right? Like, why aren't you doing those? He goes, well, I was doing this other one and that one. See, this is what happens. I got friends, and my friends don't take my processes seriously because they know me personally. Will I be collecting Social Security someday? No, I won't collect it. Never. No, I won't collect Social Security. I'm not going to do that. I have no desire to. I teach music, and as a musician, I have a job that I can do the rest of my life. So I don't actually need to ever retire, okay? Because it's not like a physically strenuous job, okay? It's actually a very it's not only is it a peaceful type of job, but it's a very rewarding job, okay? So I really love what I do as a musician, because teaching other people how to play music and looking at the future generation of musicians before they're there, it's an awesome thing. Like if I've had a bad day and then I go to work actually fixes my day, because I sit there with children, with adults, and I teach them how to play music. And my God, it just cures whatever was going on. So I'll never collect Social Security. I don't need to. Not only that, I haven't even paid into it anyway, so I'll pay into it. So I can't collect. I mean, it says I can collect because I paid 10 years into it, but that was about it. But oh yeah, a trust can sue. I don't know about an estate. An estate may be able to sue, but it can't be the estate. It could be a estate. Okay, there's a difference. The But yeah, but that's what I'm doing in the trust community. So joining the trust community, you're going to learn how to do these processes correctly, okay? And there is a point where everyone's going to start using correct processes to build wealth for their families. But like I was saying, like this guy was like complaining about how he can't make any money, and I said, well, how about this? Do you know a printing shop nearby? He goes, yeah, I know a printing shop. I said, okay. Do they print magnets? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so you can get magnets printed then, right? He goes, I don't see the point to that. I said, I see a point to that. What if you went to some local, businesses and asked them, say, hey, how would you pay? Would you pay me a little bit of money for some advertising? I'm going to get you some good advertising. And they're going to go, I'm listening, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to give you money, right, for you to put their information on a car magnet, okay? And then you go get like an Uber driver or a couple of Uber drivers. You stick the magnets on their car and you pay them a little bit of money every month or every week, right, to have the fucking magnet on their car. Like Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, dude. I'll give you $100 a week every week that you have this magnet in your car. What do you think they're gonna say? Okay, sure, fuck it. Why not? I don't care. Keep it, right? Yeah, I'll take the magnet, and then bang. Not only advertising all these businesses on the big ass magnet in the car, but they're gonna make money from it. And the businesses make money because it's ads. I was like, there you go. How much is that going to cost you? It's going to cost you the amount of a conversation with an Uber driver, right? Who's a go-getter. All right. Not one of these pushovers like, oh no, I don't want to make extra money. Like, don't deal with them. Hey, would you be interested in making extra money? Sure. What do I have to do? Put a magnet on your car. That's it. Yep. Just put a magnet on your car and you'll make $100 a week. Oh, really? It's not a lot of money, but you're not doing much. So yeah. So that, and I was like, do that. There's an idea. He goes, actually, that is a good idea. I can make money doing that. So I'm telling everybody right now, go try doing that. Go get a deal go find out how much it's going to cost to make a magnet. All right. And then what you do is like divide the shape of the magnet up into like 4 or 6 ads that can be seen, okay, on that magnet. So don't put like 20 people on there. But what you do is out of that, let's say it's 6. Okay. Let's say you can fit 6 on there comfortably. What you can do is go, okay, now how much does that magnet cost? It's one magnet. How much does that one magnet cost? And the cost of that magnet is going to be one ad. Okay. One of the ads. And they pay for it monthly. So every month they have to renew the ad, right? And then you get paid every month. Now you do that with one Uber driver. Okay. You pay him his $100. Okay. So he gets paid $100. You get paid whatever's left over from the other 4 ads, because one is probably going to go to him. One is going to go to the magnet. And then the rest is pure profit for you. So why not do that? That's an easy way to make some money. It costs you almost nothing to do that. It's one conversation. Okay. With one Uber driver and then 6 companies. Okay. And trust me, smart companies will advertise. You say, hey, well, we got this great advertising campaign. I'd love to tell you about it. Basically, we're going to have a mobile ad. So going all around the area here. Okay. And this ad, as a mobile ad, that means that it's going to your neighborhood. It's going to different houses. People are going to see it. They're going to see it in the cities. They're going to see it on the main street. They're going to see it by their homes. Okay. It's a mobile ad. You go, really? How much is that? Oh, it's your slot would only be $75, right? Or whatever it's going to cost, like make up a price. But there you go. There's a way to make money right there. Okay. So if you guys need some extra money, go ahead, do that. And the more Uber drivers you get to do it, guess what? You just tell them, hey, how many placements would you want? Right? Now you're playing a bigger game, right? Because if let's say you got 2 Uber drivers, you say, do you want 1 slot or do you want 2? And you're going to say, well, I'll tell you what, you get 5 Uber drivers. You say, I'll tell you what, if you buy 2, you get a third one for free. And then there's 2 more slots where we can give you at a discounted rate, right? So you can have 5 slots for the cost of maybe 3.5, right? What do you think they're going to do? People are going to buy that stuff, right? A smart business knows that you don't shun advertising. Never. All right. Oh yeah. So let's sign up for the trust community. By the way, that's not even in trust community. I'm just telling you guys ideas of how to just make some extra cash. All right. Be a little bit of legwork, but it's not crazy. Okay. By the way, that Linktree link in YouTube, that one is for the trust community to sign up with. So you can go join us there. We will be talking about all these private processes, and those private processes will be given to you. You can fund your trust. You can fund other things. Okay. And these are processes that work, by the way. It's not like I'm saying, hey, let's try this and see what happens. No. We've already tried this. It works. Okay. And to protect the validity of the process, it's not going to be put out publicly. Like the coupons worked for years. Okay. Doing the billing, like the bills. All right. And, like taking all the bills, endorsing the coupons, mailing it back in with a letter, that worked. And it worked for a long time until people started talking about it on YouTube, and me putting a video out on Rumble showing people how to do it. All that shit ruined it. Okay. That's why I don't share those things anymore. It's not because I'm a gatekeeper. It's because I would like to keep the processes working. That's been the problem. Is it for, well, we're going to talk about secured party creditor. All right. But don't get the secured party and non-citizen national mixed up. A non-citizen national is an American Samoan. All right. So what you are is you're a national, right? Which is owing permanent allegiance to a state, the de jure republic states. Okay. You can be a secured party and a creditor and a national. That I am. I'm all three. Okay. I'm a creditor. All right. And secured party and creditor are two different things. You can be a secured party without being a creditor. Okay. That was just showing that you're the holder of a security agreement that you can enforce. That makes you a secured party. Okay. That doesn't make you a creditor. Creditor is when the United States or some other company owes you money, right? So you become the creditor because you loaned them something of value, right? And the way it's normally done with bonds, like when you do the secured party creditor process, it's put together because you do become a creditor. It's part of the process to fund everything with these bonds. And depending on who you work with, the bonds could be like 100 million or 100 billion. I've seen unlimited bonds. I don't suggest the unlimited bonds though, because you have to have a value on them, right? This is why you can't deposit your birth certificate into an account, because it doesn't have a value on there. There's no written value. So it's an unlimited bond. But you have to correct that. And I actually went through this whole thing, by the way, in my last trust group, what to do with the birth certificate, what it's for, the whole purpose of that. Okay. I have two with both Treasury. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So, yeah. And that is an important thing. So keep that stuff in mind. Am I able to type that in on, maybe I can bring it in TikTok. Let me see. How can I do that? It says I'm live. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try to drop it in here. Say something nice. Okay. Look at this. Even TikTok just makes this, yes, that's the thing with Bree. Yeah. She's doing the trust community. That is what I'm talking about. The trust community. I think some people kind of feel like it started off a little slow. I can understand because we're going over the information. Yeah, good. Yeah. How come I can't share? It should come up now. It should be, the link should be in the live chat, but it's not. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So that's our trust community. Karen, email me. I will fix that for you. Okay. If I'll fix that for you. But email me and then tell me what the situation was, and then we'll get that fixed for you. Okay. And then on top of that, I'll get you a discount too. Okay. For the hassle. All right. So yeah. All right. Because that sucks. That's a pain in the ass. But Bree's doing all that stuff, right? So that I don't have any I could have control over it, right? But I don't. Bree does all that for me. She wants me to focus on doing the research and putting data together for people. She doesn't want me to sit there going on the computer like, what the fuck, man? I can't do this. Shit, right? So she's helping out. She make a big difference, I swear. She does all that so I don't have to stress over that stuff. Then I just copy and paste it. Link came up. Okay. All right. I'll talk with her too. All right. I'll give her a talk. Oh, yeah. There you go. Thank you. Someone shared the link. That is the link right there to sign up for the trust community. When you click that link, though, what's going to happen is, hold on, let me see what pops up. When you do it, what pops up is the stand store. It says Bree Divine. Don't freak out. That's me. She's the one that's running the thing. So and it's the first one on the right underneath her picture. It says trust membership. That's it right there. Then there's other things, like there's all the classes that we did. And then she has her own stuff on there. The row classes, the ROE classes, creating a trust class, trust yourself, PMA class, right to travel class, and then the foreign trust. Oh, okay. I don't know. Something. Say, not related to Patrick Devine. Just ironic. Okay. Just a coincidence. All right. So, that's right. Yeah. We are all divine. Yes. Yes. Keep that in mind. We are very powerful. Okay. We've denied our power. Okay. Well, she's just you. That's her stage name, if you will. Okay. But we are all very powerful. Okay. We are so powerful that every state has to acknowledge our power in their constitution. Every state has to. They have to acknowledge that we have the power and that they get their power from us, the people. Okay. So they have to do that. That's how powerful we are. Okay. Think about it. Words are powerful. Look at what they've done with words and the manipulation of words in order to put everyone under their control. Okay. Look how, like, I could say a sentence to someone and make them cry. Words are powerful. Okay. So words are truly powerful. If you're religious and all, right? Like a lot of people believe that God spoke and created the universe. Well, what does that tell you? Words are powerful, right? Words are really powerful. And that's why, that's why I own a lot of dictionaries. I have about I'm at home, by the way, but in my real home, I have about 8, 9 dictionaries in the house. What's up? Thank you. Blessings back. All right. So, what else can we go? Yeah. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Yeah. Those classes are a lot of fun. I have fun doing those classes, to be honest. I enjoy them. And then what ends up happening is like, oh, this class is going to be an hour long. And then 2 hours later, the Q&A just keeps going and going. But I will say this. I've had people tell me that the classes are really good. Like Karen's saying, and I've seen like other classes where they're like 6, 8 hours, and the information is kind of jumbled and like parsed through the 8 hours, and it's not like all confined to this one little section of time. And I don't quite understand why that happens, but I just focus in on what I'm doing. Like you guys see that, and the live it gets a little crazy on here, but that's because people are trying to fix problems. Let's fix your problems right here on YouTube and TikTok. But we don't need to do that all the time. All right. So I do have to go in a little bit. But what else? What else we got here today? By the way, please, everyone on TikTok, go ahead and sign up, or not sign up, but join my YouTube channel. Okay. In the case that YouTube gets shut down. Okay. Here's me live. Okay. That's my thing. Where is it? Oh, it's over here somewhere. Oops, something went wrong. All right. It's somewhere. Damn it. No, not that. But do you have the contact? I have Dave's contact information. Yeah. I don't share it because he doesn't want me to. But I will be teaching his process inside my trust community as well. All right. It is an important thing that people need to know. When operating through trust, you do need to know how to use the UCCs. Okay. So we will be talking about the secured party creditor process and how to do things using the trust, using you, okay, as a secured party to become a creditor. Those are all important elements. Okay. to what we're doing. So we're gonna actually, you know what? Why don't we just set up the freaking TikTok like this? Gee, that was a lot easier, wasn't it? Shit. So, huh. Yeah, but Dave's private. He doesn't like putting himself out there in the public so much anymore. He's kind of not interested in that anymore. But he did used to work with Yusuf L, if you know who that is. Um, is there no other one? Weird. Can't find them. I only find these. Oh, here it is. Just the trust community. There, and that's the YouTube channel right there. Okay. And you can see it's live right now, so you know that's me. So guys, just please, just in case TikTok gets shut down, you can follow me on here. I will start using this channel. Yeah, I will start using this channel a bit more often. I haven't been using it, but I will start using it more. Like right now, I'm doing the stream right here. So yeah, you can follow me on or subscribe on YouTube as well, just in case all this stuff gets shut down on TikTok, which I don't know if it will or not. But all right, so what else we got going on today, people? What else is happening? Oh yeah, I'm still on Telegram. My Telegram channel, I got into some arguments with people, and they were like really treating me like shit on my own YouTube channel. I banned them. But they were like so nasty and being derogatory towards me. I was like, I kind of got a little like about Telegram. I'm on there. I comment very little. It's just that I got so much disrespect from a bunch of people on my own Telegram channel that I just decided to step away from it a little bit. It was like it really pissed me off. Um, they were calling me agent and shit like that, and I was like, look, if you think I'm an agent, why did you join my Telegram group? It's so stupid. But after that whole thing, yeah, I might do that. I think I like Jitsy. If you know what Jitsy is, Jitsy's kind of like that. Jitsy. It's a video conference. All right, you can should be able to just do it right off of the website. Jits. It's like JIT dot C meeting, something like that. Jitsy meeting. Oh yeah, that's it. Bang. Jitsy meet. All right. And then this thing right here. Yeah, they were trolls, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, Jitsy's pretty good. Let's do this. Let's go freedom fighter. And I'm gonna start the meeting right now. Whatever. Okay, yes, allow. Damn. Enter your name. Joe. Join meeting. I'm in a meeting. I'm in a Jitsy meeting right now, people. So join meeting. The room is unsafe. Yes, I understand the risks. So now waiting for moderator. Oh, there's a channel. There's someone in a meeting called that. Well, I can't just create my own, huh? All right. Start meeting. Your mom's bitch. There you go. We'll do that. But yeah, Jitsy. Oh, you have to do a login. Okay, fine, whatever. Forget it. All right. Anyway, we'll do that another time. We'll either do it on Jitsy or I'll do it on Mega and give everyone my Mega link so that way you can join my live. Or maybe just do it on Zoom. I don't know. We'll figure something out. All right. So what I think I'll do here's, you know what? We'll do it on Zoom. That's, you know what, Karen, we'll just do it like that because that does work. What I'll do is I will do it on Zoom. I'll do it on Zoom and have everything link up through Zoom onto YouTube through my OBS platform. But at the beginning of the live, I'm gonna pin the Zoom link to get into Zoom so everyone can join. All right. I think that would be good to do. I got to do a little puzzle piece here. I think, well, I don't get 100 people. So, and that's, you know what? I think, I think my Zoom does over 100 people. I have a paid account. I don't know if it doesn't do over 100 people, then I'll create like a secondary thing on there. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it on Telegram too. Fuck it. Let's go to Telegram right now. We'll just go live on Telegram. Fuck it. Go live on Telegram. There's a lot of. I should probably do lives on Telegram because the whole Telegram thing has been whatchamacallit. It's been crazy on here. I should be live on Telegram anyway, but maybe we'll just do it on Telegram and then move it onto YouTube from Telegram. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, we could do it like that. I like that. But I think, how about Rumble? Yeah, I know you can say anything in Telegram. But no one's here. Look at that. No one's here on Telegram. No one wants to talk. Okay. People have been pissing me off. There's a dickhead in Telegram right now. Let me find this guy. Yeah, here he is. Okay. Why don't the winners help the losers who work full time helping the country but can't find anyone to help them? See, this guy's a fucking asshole. Look at this guy. Like this is his profile picture. But this guy's an asshole. Look at this. All this guy's saying, how come I don't see any wins on here? People are fucking winning. People share their successes in here, you dickhead. But it's people like this who want to deter people. You see this? I'm going to zoom in. All right. It's people like this guy right here, not me, who want to deter people. See, he's just talking trash. Look, and I said to him, there are tons of wins in here. You ain't looking at them. I said, why are there no wins posted in this room? There's fucking wins in here, dude. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, and that's why I stopped doing Telegram all the goddamn time, was because of all the negativity that's in here. All these fucking people acting like assholes and shit like that. So I was like, it's just it's a pain in the ass. And notice, none of these dickwads that talk like this will ever come on the live. Okay, and start speaking. They don't want their voices to be heard. They don't want their faces to be seen. That tells a lot right there. Okay, what are they hiding? They go, oh, you're this and that, and blah blah blah, this and that. No. Then you're a fucking fake. You're a fraud. You're a charlatan. You're over there trying to deter people from freedom. Like I see all these nasty, like, look at this shit. All right, here, let's pull this up right off of YouTube. Here's what we'll do. We'll go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube. Okay. We're going to go sovereign. We're going to type in sovereign citizen in court. Look at that. It comes right up, right? Sovereign citizen gets destroyed and sent to jail. Now, you see, I have very little patience for what you're saying. Well, all right. I understand that you don't have a lot of patience, Your Honor, but do I have a right to be heard? No. I've seen judges say that stuff. Now, look at what these people say, right? It's not the ignorance itself that bothers me. It's the mix of immense arrogance and complete ignorance. Who's ignorant and arrogant here? Is it the commenter or is it the woman that's trying to stand on her rights? Right? Let's see. Driving with a suspended license, resisting and obstructing a police officer. That's the charges, right? Let's see. Now, see right there, she said, I don't understand that. And then they get mad at her, right? Now, that's, I mean, the judge's responsibility is to ensure that the defendant understands what's being done in the courtroom. You have a right to know the nature and cause of the charges. That could be. I don't know her situation. This is just a random video I found. Wow, she was going to get no jail time without a lawyer, and she effed it up. Yeah, well, did she? I mean, was she trying to stand on her rights? I mean, look, I think the plea bargain, believe it or not, sometimes it's a good deal, right? If she's not going to get jail time, and they're like, we're going to drop these charges, and you just pay a fine. You know what? Fine, do it. You know why? Because the fines, guess where they're going to go? Hey, Living, the fines are going to go to collections if you don't pay it. Okay. And then you could just deal with the debt collectors.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, look at that. Someone's on.
Hey.
We got people on.
Karen, I just wanted to say something because you said that some guys on TikTok or Telegram or wherever saying that, there are no wins.
Yeah.
I won. You helped me win. So I'm just here to, let everybody know across these platforms. Joe is the guy to go to. I'm telling you, he helped me get out of $20,000 worth of debt. Not kidding.
That's awesome. Yeah. I remember that. I remember what we did. We didn't even get to finish the process and they gave up.
No, they didn't. They were like, oh, no, it's okay. We're dropping the everything. We're dropping everything. Even the collections that they had turned me into, that's all gone too. It never showed up on my credit or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how they're like, well, we don't agree with anything you said, but we're still going to go ahead and just drop everything. I'm like, yeah, because they knew you were right.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Why are there no wins posted in this room? And like, oh, is that you laughing at him? Okay, someone's laughing at him, but whatever. But you see, that's the kind of crap
I didn't laugh at him. I just wanted to say, yeah, I won. I even posted it on Telegram a while ago.
Yeah, he's doing this. Where are the wins? I don't see any wins. Huh? Oh, I guess there aren't any. So yeah, no, thank you, Karen. That's great. I love that. That's an awesome win. There's another woman. I don't know if she's in my Telegram group or on TikTok. I think she found me through somebody else and they just recommended me to her. And then we did I think 3 or 4 sessions and we got $30,000 worth of credit card debt extinguished. Okay. Oh yeah, it could be. Maybe it was an IRS agent. But yeah, so it's there. I know people don't share their wins enough. Probably that could be a thing. So even though that guy's a jerk and he's trying to mock people, he's kind of telling us, hey guys, share your wins a little bit more often. Okay. Especially in the Telegram group, because remember, it is private in there. So people share your wins in there a little bit more often. Like if you got your MCO from using my form, share it with people saying, yeah, I got my form. I've had a number of people tell me that they got their MCO from using the form I made for it. Yes, I have tackled property taxes. Let me see if I can find the letter that I wrote that we did the property taxes for. Let me see. It was. It's probably in here. What's this? Nope, that wasn't it. Nope, that's not it. My God, we did so much stuff. Is it this one? No. Damn. I forget where it was. But it was one. It's in my Telegram group. It's called the Form 91CI. 91CI, okay? And it's right here in Telegram. You can find it right on there. But yeah, people, we are live on Telegram. We are live on YouTube. We're live. But my point was that I wanted to show you guys like the comments here. When I think she made a mistake, to be honest. I think I'm going to agree with people a little bit on here. She should have went with the plea deal. And she screwed up. All right. I'll just say that. Sometimes you got to just kind of, you got to see where this is headed and just kind of, take a minute to evaluate, say, well, if the judge says, what do you think about that? And you said, well, can I take a minute to reflect on that? And I'll say, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Take a minute. Say, I want to think that over. Can I think that over? Because it sounds like a pretty nice deal, and I do appreciate the deal. So let me think that over for a minute. And the judge will give you a minute to think it over because you're being reasonable. He is being reasonable. The prosecutor is being reasonable. It was kind of stupid that she was like, because look, sometimes if you're looking at jail time and they'll offer you a way out of jail time, take it. Shit. Like, okay, so there was a woman that came on the TikTok live one day and she was telling me, she said, what did she say? She said that her husband was looking at 5 years in jail for lying on a firearms application. Right. And I was like, and then she told me what happened. And I said, okay, I get it. He didn't lie. They were going after him for a lie that wasn't really a lie. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. The Telegram is linked on, it's pinned at the top of the YouTube. So go to YouTube and get the link from there. I can't punch it in on TikTok. I can't do it. So I said, well, like if they're going to have to, you need to do like an evidentiary hearing. Because in an evidentiary hearing, what they have to do is record. It's a court of record, an evidentiary hearing. And they have to record all evidence, every evidence that they have against him, they have to record that. All evidence in his favor, they have to record. And then from all that, then they can build whether or not they actually have a case on this guy or not. And she goes, okay. And I gave her specifics on what to do. She probably wrote it. It sounded like she wrote it down because she goes, say that again. So she's probably writing it down. And then when they went to court, she told the prosecutor, I want an evidentiary hearing. And he ran out the room. And he came back. He goes, I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. We're going to drop it down to a $500 fine. So he went from 5 years to a $500 fine. And she goes, no, I want the evidentiary hearing. Then they come back and say, well, they're going to drop the charges today. Right. So it was cool. And that was just from the live, just talking with her on the live. I can't wait to share my wins. Oh, yes. Oh, you're here. Hey, I didn't know you're on. I started using the YouTube. I'm using it now. I know I haven't, it's been like asleep, but now we're going to start doing the lives right here on YouTube. Probably what we'll do is we'll integrate it with TikTok like this, the way I'm doing it here, but it'll be from Telegram into my streaming app onto YouTube. Okay. Oh, cool. Very cool. All right. Instagram. I have Instagram, but I'm not doing any of the stuff on Instagram. But you know my Instagram channel. You can't find me. Yeah, the 91C. That's how you get the MCO. All you do is just read the instructions. It tells you what parts to fill out on that form, what parts not to fill out. Then you go mail that in, and what's going to happen is you're going to get back the MCO. Okay, it's pretty simple. It works pretty well. The trust community. So the pinned link is the Telegram channel, but I'm going to switch it now. The new pin, there's a new pin up there on there, and that is for the trust community, which I'm going to talk about real quick. Oh, Instagram. Yeah. I have another Instagram account, but I don't use it anymore. And I think everything I posted was taken down and I was banned over and over again I don't think I have one post that's up anymore on Instagram from that secondary channel. Didn't like anything. I was like, the masks are a form of tyranny, and I got banned. right? Everything I said, they were like, no. Every post on that Instagram channel was banned. So, but yeah, the trust community. I will teach you guys this. We're gonna go over like things like the court procedures, how to save your ass in a courtroom and stuff like that. I have like a lot of stuff that we can use. Like this stuff, like that whole thing with the evidentiary hearing. It was just a suggestion. She took it. It worked. Well, you know what it is? I like Rumble. I will be on Rumble as well, but YouTube is just more people just know about YouTube. So I'm just going to do on YouTube. But Rumble, I got like 8,000. I got 8,000 subscribers on Rumble, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I figured YouTube is a little bit better because it's more accessible. More people have it. So there's only 14 people watching, but just to point out, like how many more people use YouTube than Rumble, right? And every time I tell someone like on the street, I go, "Oh yeah, I have a Rumble account." They go, "Huh? What's that? Like Rumble?" Like, yeah, what is that? Like, oh, Rumble is it's like YouTube, but they don't ban things. They go, "Oh, okay." Then no one cares. But Rumble it's a little finicky about in certain ways, right? Which is like you can't search my name as two words. You have to put them together and make it one word. That's what I said. The Form 91 CI is for cars to get the MCO. The property tax thing was I wrote a letter for a woman in Texas. She had like some issues with the county and property taxes. So I wrote a letter just to clarify their position about the property taxes. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. I wrote that letter for her, and they've never come back and bothered her about property taxes. I don't know. We just write a letter like, "Hey, can you clarify a couple things for us?" And their response was, "We're never going to talk to you again." Okay. Wow, that worked. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. I have a court case with a debt collector. Can I get with you on that? But I need to file a continuance. Yeah, yeah. So, yes, that's actually, yes, we can do that. Hit me up. My email is it's in my bio. Email me or just sign up. Do a Calendly with me, or go on my Calendly, and then we'll do it there. Yeah, Jitsy. Well, I might scratch the Jitsy idea. Zoom, YouTube, Telegram, TikTok, Rumble. I'm everywhere. Karen, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make my life a lot easier. I'm going to how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do things. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to add moderator. Okay. So now I made you a moderator. Okay. All right. Make things easier because that way you can do all that stuff. All right. Yes. Zoom. Well, Zoom is. Oh yeah, the debt collector stuff. Yeah, people. I mean, the debt collecting stuff got real simple. What is this? Apply for a replacement title for my car. Anything from the same. They're asking for $729. What? That's a crime, dude. So, all right. Here's what you do, Jolie. All right. Go to my Telegram channel. Go pull up the Form 91 CI. Okay. Download, print it out, follow the instructions on what to do. Go mail that into the Secretary of State, and then they'll send you the MCO. And now you have the true title to the car. You don't need to worry about the stupid car title anymore. Fuck them. It'll cost you whatever the cost of mailing a certified mail is going to cost, like $8 or something, $5-6, I don't know, something like that. All right. D Live is an open platform. Okay. Yeah, but that'll do it. That'll fix that problem. I want to attempt paying off credit cards next. My problem with paying off credit cards is if your cards are active, you can run into problems. So that's a little trickier with the active cards. If the card's like in collections or something, that's real easy to just to just shut down. So it's like squashing the debts with the credit cards, but while keeping them active is a little tricky. All right, but there are a couple things we can do to fix that. So we can fix that a little bit. All right, to make it a little easier. You mentioned they could close the account, which I don't mind at all. Yeah, so there's certain things you could do that may close the account, but what I'm formulating a whole thing. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to show everyone what I'm doing. All right, what is this? Share screen. I can share screen on YouTube. What? Oh, that's what's up. Let's do that. Now let's go. We're going to go to here. What am I doing? Is this it? Am I sharing? What does YouTube see? Does YouTube see what I'm sharing? I can't tell. You're seeing my rumble. All right, hold on. Let me try this again. Oh, that's cool though. All right, here, we'll do it like this. Perfect. Okay. So good. Now I got this going. We're going to go to UCC 3. Okay. And I'm going to show you. Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you guys what I'm working on here. Now, we're talking about negotiable instruments, right? Now, actually, no, let's not go in that one. We're going into fund transfers, letters of credit, documents of title, secure transactions. All right. Leases, sales, general provisions. Let's start here. I had this written down somewhere. I was putting stuff together in order to delete things. It was part of 5. Let's do 5 letters of credit. Okay. Issuers' rights and obligations. Okay. First things first, you're an issuer, okay, on all these things. Just keep this in mind. When you're called the borrower is the issuer. Look at what issuer is. Look at the definition of issuer. Okay. Issuer means a bank or other person that issues a letter of credit, but not include an individual who makes an engagement for personal, family, or household purposes. Right? Letter of credit, right, means a definite undertaking that satisfies the requirements by an issuer to a beneficiary at the request for the account of an applicant, or in the case of a financial institution, to itself or to its own owner account to honor a documentary presentation by delivery or payment or delivery of an item of value. My God, what kind of crap are they telling us here? Like, look under a definite undertaking, right, by an issuer to a beneficiary. So someone's sending money to a beneficiary at the request or for the account of an applicant, right? Or in the case of financial, to protect itself to its own account, to honor a documentary presentation by payment or delivery of an item of value. So that's a letter of credit. You see how it's like really jumbled up mess of words here? Okay. So that's what that is. Now, that's a letter of credit, but an issuer is the one that satisfies those requirements, right? You issue a letter of credit. Okay. I mean, it's interesting how that works, but yeah, let's go back. So as an issuer, right, an issuer shall honor a presentation that, as determined by the standard practice refers in subsection E, appears on its face strictly to comply with the terms and conditions of the letter of credit, except as otherwise provided in section 5.113, and unless otherwise agreed with the applicant, an issuer shall dishonor a presentation that does not appear to so comply. Okay. An issuer has reasonable time after presentation, but not beyond the 7th business day of the issuer, the day of receipt of documents, to honor, if letter of credit, given notice to the presenter of discrepancies in the presentation, right? What is it saying here? It's Secretary of State. You have to send that form to whatever state your car was last registered in. Okay. Now, failure to give notice or to mention fraud, forgery, or expiration, the note does not preclude it from asserting a basis for dishonor. Okay. So that's the first thing, right? You have a right as the issuer. Okay. Transiting provisions, fraud, forgery, issuer's rights and obligations, remedies. So now we have remedies. If the issuer wrongfully dishonors or repudiates its obligation to pay money, see what they're telling you right there? The issuer has to pay money, doesn't he? See? So who's the issuer? Is the borrower. Depend without recourse or without prejudice. It depends on the situation. If you're trying to reserve rights, it's without prejudice. If you're trying to renege on an obligation or not hold yourself liable, then it's without recourse. An issuer wrongfully dishonors or repudiates an obligation to pay money under a letter of credit before presentation. The beneficiary, successor, or nominated person presenting it on its own behalf may recover from the issuer the amount that it is subject of the dishonor or repudiation. If the issuer's obligation on the letter of credit is not for the payment of money, the claimant may obtain specific performance, or at the claimant's election, recover an amount equal to the value of performance from the issuer. The claimant may also recover incidental but not consequential damages. All right. So what they're telling you here, as the issuer, right, you have an obligation to pay money under a letter of credit. Okay. If you dishonor that, right, the beneficiary, successor, or nominated person can recover from you. Now, that's the remedy there, right? Now, here's the thing. They can obtain an amount equal to the value of performance from the issuer. You can issue them any type of instrument necessary to satisfy. Okay, that falls under UCC 3. Okay, which is negotiable instruments. Okay, issue of instrument, right? Issue means the first delivery of an instrument by the maker or drawer, whether to a holder or non-holder, for the purpose of giving rights on the instrument to any person. Issuer applied to issued or unissued instruments means the maker or drawer of an instrument. Okay, you see, they keep telling you over and over again that the issuer is the one that makes the payment, right? Is the one that makes the instrument. Okay, so what they're telling you right here is that you as the borrower are really the issuer. Okay, the maker means a person who signs or is identified as a note as a person undertaking to pay. See that? Call me crazy, but that's what it says. So if the issuer is the person promising to pay, right? That means that you're the maker. And guess what, people? What does that mean then? What does that mean for us? Let's go look at the 8281 form. Okay. This is information returned for publicly offered original issue discount instruments. And what's 1A? Part 1 is the issuer's information. This is why you people can't get any of your instruments to be taken, is because you're not reporting to the IRS that you issued or that you're the maker of an instrument. And because you're not telling them that you're the issuer, you're not getting credit. And it's an original issue discount. What does that mean? That means you have to fill this form out. You have to give them the information about the debt instrument. Okay, what kind of instrument is it? Once you do that, what do? You got to do a 1099 OID and show them that you were what? You were the payer. Why are you the payer? Because you're the one that issued it for payment to who? To the bank, to the company. This is why people aren't getting their instruments taken. They go, oh, it didn't work. I sent them the coupon. I sent them this. Well, we found out that, you got to do all this stuff to get the coupon honored. Okay. You need to do all this stuff to get all these things honored. All right. And so what we're working on with the credit cards now, right? Because the credit card application would be considered a letter of credit. Right. What I'm doing is I'm going, okay, let's go to 5 because that's letters of credit. So what they're using, what they're telling you is that they're doing all this stuff, that they have rights. The company does have a right. They do have a right. Okay. They are supplying you with something. They're supplying you with that little piece of plastic so that way you can access your credit. Okay. But what they're doing is they're charging a fee for that. So fine, give them their money. Right? You can actually use subrogation. An issuer that honors a beneficiary's presentation is subrogated to the rights of the beneficiary to the same extent as if the issuer were secondary obligor of the underlying obligation owed to the beneficiary. See? An applicant that reimburses an issuer is subrogated to the rights of the issuer against any beneficiary, presenter, or nominated person to the extent. So that's the applicant. What's an applicant? A person who requests or for whose account letter credit is issued. Right? Issuer, applicant, maker, drawer, borrower, payer. They're all the same things. It's the same one every single time. All right. So there you go. All right. So with the letters of credit, like I said, they get a little crazy about it with the credit cards, because the two things I noticed that are really difficult to discharge are the credit cards and the mortgages. And the reason why to keep the credit cards active, you can shut them down and discharge it. That's easy, but to discharge it and keep it active is a little tricky. All right. So that's why we're using UCC 5. Okay, because it's letters of credit that's going to work here. Okay. Security interest of issuer. Okay. Or nominated person. Formal request, consideration. So these are the things that we're looking into in order to say, okay, where's the remedy? The remedies are all inside the UCCs. Okay. Bulk transfers, bulk sales, fund transfers, bank deposits, right? So when we're dealing with credit cards, we're dealing with Article 5, okay? There are remedies in here. Issuance, okay. Cancellation and duration. A letter of credit is issued and becomes enforceable according to its terms against the issuer. When the issuer sends or otherwise transmits it to the person requested to advise or the beneficiary. A letter of credit is revocable only if so provides. All right. So if it says that it's revocable, it's revocable. And technically, they're all revocable. Okay. Under Title 15, you have a right to rescind. So they're always revocable. They have to be. So if they actually put a provision in there saying that you can't do that, it's illegal, and you sue them and you'll win, because under Title 15, they're obligated to give you the right to rescind. Okay. And that's because the freaking guys who wrote this shit was like, well, it's only if it so provides. Well, guess what? Congress had to put in a provision saying that you have to provide a right to rescind, and they don't do it anyway. They go, fuck you, because they don't want people to know that they have rights. All right. After a letter of credit is issued, rights and obligations of beneficiary, applicant, former, and issuer are not affected by an amendment or cancellation to which that person has not consented, except to the extent the letter of credit provides is that it is revocable. The issuer may amend or cancel the letter of credit. So you actually have the right to amend or cancel the letter of credit. Okay. There is no stated expiration date. All right. A letter of credit expires 1 year after its stated date of issuance. If any of you guys were in my 1099 class, now you understand why what I was telling you to do with the credit cards every year. Okay. That's why I said you have to do that form every year for the credit cards. Makes sense now? All right. A letter of credit that states it is perpetual expires 5 years after its stated date of issuance, if none stated after the date which it is issued. So they can only go up to 5 years. Oh yeah, the scope. Okay, good. The gears are turning. Good. All right. I hope I can't see you guys on YouTube, but I hope it's going good for you guys over there too. Yeah, it's all the same thing. Good. All right. Rights and obligations of an issuer to a beneficiary nominated person on a letter of credit are independent of the existence, performance, or non-performance of a contract or arrangement out of which the letter of credit arises or which underlies it, including contracts or arrangements between the issuer and the applicant and between the applicant and beneficiary. All right. So there you go. All right. So I hope that what's the the Telegram. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured.
So Joe,
Yeah.
this is Kansas Soil.
Hey.
My son has the closing today, and I've been trying to explain this stuff to him. So do I have him sign the title paperwork without recourse?
Yes.
And pay to the order of, because I'm supplying him the negotiable instruments to pay for the title stuff today. But they're on the form, they've made that he has to pay the taxes from today to the 31st. And my tax statement says that the taxes aren't paid until the 20th. And then you have for the first half, then you can pay the second half up until the 1st of March. And they're wanting him to pay the full amount on this closing that he purchased this land and a home at an online auction. And so I was like, I wanted him to put it in the ministerial trust that I had created as he is a trustee. And they said, no, he signed a contract, just his name. He has to do the closing is just his name. And I'm like, you don't get to tell him how he can sign his name.
That's right.
They are such gatekeepers.
Yeah, you know what I would say? Oh, he can't sign his name like that. It can only be that. Like, can you show me the law that says that? Just asking for the law. What law says that he has to sign his name?
Show me the law that says that. I like.
Yeah, can you just show me? I would just say it so nonchalantly. Oh, really? Is that against the law? Well, yes. Oh, what law? I mean, they'd probably say no. Say, all right, so what's the problem?
Well,
if it's not against the law, then are we breaking a law?
I tried to update my bank account signature card so that I could put him on it so he could sign for this thing himself. They said, no, they want a certified check. So now I got to go get the certified check from the bank where is it going to show my name or is it just going to show the bank providing the funds?
This is a check that you're getting from the bank.
Uh-huh.
It'll have your name on it then. It'll have your name and address on there.
But is that going to be a problem with the title company since he's the one that did the online auction?
No, they just want to get paid. They don't care.
But I've been trying to also teach him the difference between a title and a deed.
Let me show you why they put the address. Right? An instrument is payable at the place of payment stated in the instrument. Okay. So that's why they put addresses on those things. If no place of payment is stated, an instrument is payable at the address of the drawing maker stated in the instrument. See?
Okay.
So that's you're the maker of that check. So that way.
I'm seeing you on Telegram. Let me open back up TikTok so I can see.
Oh, oops! TikTok. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not sharing this on Telegram because I'm a jerk. I am a jerk.
Because since I paid for the 1099 class, can I show it to my son or should I not? Because I was trying to explain to him the credit card thing on the 82, 80.
Yeah, you could show it to him.
81.
That's fine.
Okay,
You have it. Just you can show it to him. How old is your son?
29.
Oh, okay. He's a grown up.
Yep,
You're gonna be lost. I'll be real. He's gonna get a little lost.
he followed my footsteps with the USPS, so
Okay.
that's where I still get a lot of my USPS information.
Oh, good.
Did you see the berating of DeJoy by Senator Hawley there from Missouri?
No.
It was wild. You ought to look that one up. It was yesterday on TikTok. They did a live.
Oh,
What was
really?
the screen you were showing me? I missed it.
Oh, the place of payment. Like that's on all instruments have to have, like I tell people, you have to have all this. If you just go through this, you can see, look, issue of instrument, unconditional, instrument payable in foreign money, payable on demand or at definite time, payable to bearer or to order, place of payment, interest, date of instrument. That's why I tell people, put the date on there, put an address on there, right? You have to have those things on there. Okay. Statute of limitation, well, it usually doesn't have that, but you have to have the date. I mean, it's like stupid, like, okay, it could be antedated or post-dated, okay? So you could write it out for December 5th of this year, and it'll be good now,
So I've got without recourse, paid to the order of, semicolon, his all caps name, his byline, semicolon, where he's going to autograph, signature. And then underneath there, I have his all cap, his proper case name. And is it agent or trustee that I want it to say?
For what?
For on the title papers that he's signing, because I wanted to put it into the trust that I'm naming my PMA with.
Oh, then he's the trustee.
Yes, he's trustee. So I would, instead of saying agent, I would put trustee.
Yeah, trustee. Look what it says here. Signature by representative.
Oh, there we go.
Right? If a person acting or purporting to act as a representative signs an instrument by signing it, the name of the represented person or the name of the signer, the represented person is bound by the signature. Now, this is what the lawyers are doing in the courtrooms. This is why you want to sign it as authorized representative or show some kind of that you're a representative of that entity, right? Because that's what you're trying to do. Now, it says signature by representative. The represented person is bound by the signature, but you as the signer are not. Okay? Right? If the represented person is bound, the signature of the representative is the authorized signature of the represented person. And the represented person is liable on the instrument, whether or not identified in the instrument. Okay? So it's telling you that the signer is not liable, but the person signing on behalf of is. Okay? And that's kind of like authorized representative or agent or beneficiaries. I try not to do the beneficiary. I realize that I learned beneficiary is a taxpayer. So you got to try not to be the beneficiary. Okay.
Okay. So trustees, authorized representative.
Yeah. I mean,
you
could be all these different things, but just don't be the thing.
Okay. So without recourse, paid to the order of, all caps name, byline where he'll autograph, his proper case name, trustee, authorized representative, and date it.
That's right. Sure. And this is what happens.
Thank you so much.
And this is what the courts are doing. They will sign your name on your behalf, right? By getting power of attorney over you. The signer is not liable on the check if the signature is an authorized signature of the represented person. That's what happens when you hire a lawyer. You have now someone who can sign on your behalf, and now they can use the authorized signature of you, the represented person, and now you're liable. Okay. That's why you don't want to get lawyers. I mean, if you want to, I mean, that's up to you. I wouldn't do it because of that right there. They work for the court. They don't work for you. Right. I think everyone knows that one. But my phone's about to die. My computer's about to die. I mean, everything dying up in here today. But no, but yeah, for real though.
I'm going to send you a coffee.
Thank you. Yeah, I like coffee. In
All right.
fact, I'm all out.
I know you like coffee. I enjoyed you showing your coffee tattoo. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so, but I'm on YouTube also. So go ahead and you can join up on or follow me on YouTube or subscribe, whatever it's called, subscribe on YouTube here. I would appreciate that in case TikTok gets shut down. You can watch me on here and yeah, sorry, internet be wild 3. I know. That's right. Thank you, Karen. That's exactly true. Yeah, the 1099 classes, we went over how to use those. Let me show you guys a little blurb from the trust community. All right. So we're going to go into the trust community here, and I'm going to show you something really cool. Right? Your questions here, view all. Okay. And I'm gonna zoom in on one when I find it. But this is the trust community here. So when you come in, this is what you're gonna see. All right. Here, I'll just blank out the name. But this is what it says here. Hi fam, I just went to my mortgage account and it's been paid in full after taking your 1099 class. Still can't believe it. My next question is, what's the next step? I'm in shock. Okay, so you see right there. That's what we're doing in our trust community. That's what I'm doing in the classes. Okay, so yeah, mortgage is now paid in full. Okay, here's your wins, Mr. Negative guy over in Telegram world. All right, but there you go. So these are, and when was this? This was, does it have a date on here? 15 days ago. Yeah, it was 15 days ago. You can see that was 2 weeks ago. No reversal. All right, it's just done. All right. Repeat the. Oh, it's the form 91C. Hold on, I'll show you the form 1091C, and it's inside the Telegram group here. So if you go to Freedom Fighters, go to Files, click on the little magnifying glass up here, and you type in 91C. It comes right up. Okay. Download it. I can't believe I don't have it on this computer for some reason. All right. Click on it. Boom. And this is the form. All right. And this form right here will get you the MCO. All right. It works because it's just like, hey, look, I just need to ask some questions. And they don't want to answer these questions. Does the state of have an interest in the above mentioned vehicle? Does the state of have the certificate of origin of the above vehicle? Does the state of have a property claim over said vehicle? Does the certificate of title show complete and full ownership of vehicle? Is a bill of sale enough evidence of ownership of a vehicle? It is, but they don't want to tell you that because then you don't have to spend $729 fucking dollars at the DMV to go prove that you're the owner of a car because the bill of sale is enough. You see the kind of crap that they're pulling on? I forget who it was that was on here. Is the evidence of title? Is the title the highest evidence of ownership of the vehicle? Is the certificate of origin still on file with the DMV? If not, was it destroyed? Transferred? If transferred, to which state? If the certificate of origin is still on file with the DMV, please state your legal and lawful reason for holding on to it despite not owning or having interest in said vehicle. See, they don't want to answer these questions. Look how uncomfortable this is. Okay. And then we put in this here, like saying, look, you're going to default, right? If you don't answer, then you default. That's your admittance and the property of I. Failure to provide me with the requested information in time allowed. You're admitting with your silence that the state of has no interest in said vehicle. By your silence, you have acquiesced that I am the complete sole owner of the aforementioned vehicle. It is your obligation to answer the foregoing questions on Form 91CI, or a default will be issued by I against the state of a private corporation for denying me something that is my right to be in possession of as the sole owner of this private property. And then you make the Secretary of State, right? I'm the Secretary of State of blah, a private corporation. I've read the foregoing, knowing to be true and correct, and not misleading in any way, declaring the penalty, perjury, and the laws of the United States. The foregoing is true and correct. Okay, good. Now they have to sign that thing under penalty of perjury. So, bang.
I've got a question.
Yeah, real quick, because I got to go.
Okay. I had a video on the discussion of 21 silver dollars on a deposit on a case, and I was watching it on ROM when it disappeared. And I think it was you. I'm not sure if I can find it again. Do you have any links?
Whose video was it? Your video?
I think you were discussing it.
What was it about?
21 lawful silver dollars for deposit on a case.
Oh, yeah. It's probably on one of the live Telegram chats. That's where you'll find it. I don't know which one. Yeah, you'll just have to kind of search for it.
All right. I'll just keep looking. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I know that sucks, but here's what you do. When you find that video that you're looking for, email me the name of the video, right? And what I'll do is I'll update the video to put that info in there. Okay. I have done that with people before, so you can go ahead and.
I did have it, and I looked it up later because I had sent it to a friend, and when I opened the link, it said this video is private and cannot be opened. So I don't know what that meant.
That means I'm not sharing that video publicly. There's certain videos I don't share publicly anymore because when they were public, I was getting followed by certain people. Okay.
All right.
That you don't want following you around. So I was like, let me make some of these private, and they come off my back a little bit. I go, okay. So I see what they don't like and what they do like you sharing. So very uncomfortable, to be honest. But yes. So just real quick before I get out of here, because I do have to go.
Okay, I yield.
All right. But yeah, once you find it, send me an email, tell me where it is, and I will update the video to have that information on there. So it'll be able to be found again by others in the future. All right.
Sure.
But yeah, in my trust community, by the way, you'll have access to all that stuff because it'll be part of the documents, like the silver surety documents, stuff like that. The ones that I made for those things, because we've gotten it does work on court cases. It has shut down courts and stuff like that, court cases. They won't.
Yeah, that's kind of what info I was looking for. So
yeah. So, but the New Jersey Post Office issues me $1 money orders all the time. Just tell them it's a stupid bill that I have to pay. Please give me the dollar thing. All right. They don't want cash. That's what you say to them. Then they'll stamp it, and then just take the stamp and just take a red pen and just kind of color in the stamp that says that it can't be redeemed for more than $50, or that it was paid for under $50, because it's already got $1,000 limit. I'm in the North New Jersey. I'm in North New Jersey, so I don't know. Go to Teaneck, or go to Fort Lee, or go to Tenafly. I don't know what part of North Jersey you're at, but they'll do it. Oh my God, my everything's dying. I gotta go though, because I gotta. But thank you everybody for hanging out here on TikTok, Telegram, and YouTube. All right, it's been quite a day here so far. So appreciate everyone hanging out. But I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. I have to figure out. I gotta shut all these down separately. I can't do this. All right. Oh, I saw now they said Bridgewater. They're in Bridgewater, so doesn't matter, to be honest. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Where to find 1099 classes? Go to that link up there, the tree link, the link tree link up that's pinned at the top, and you'll find. I think you'll find the other links through there. It should be in there for all the classes. All right. The Telegram group. I will put a link for the Telegram group if you go watch my Rumble videos, the Telegram link for the Telegram group is in every video. You just gotta look in the description box. It's always there, right? So I go, you're either not watching the Rumble videos or you are, but you don't read the description box. The description box has all the data in there. That link is for the trust community. But yo, I do got to go. I'd hang out with you guys all day, but I can't. I'm sorry. All right. It's great. I love sitting here and chatting with everyone, but I'm going to go. Thanks for joining my very first ever live stream on YouTube. All right. From this channel. I did a live stream on my guitar channel, but no one cared. All right. But see you guys later. Peace.